the Pizza Head Show.
Hey, everybody! I'm on my way to Pizza Hut to get a Goosebumps Kids Pack. Yay!
Almost there.
Hey, this isn't the right way.
Well, Scarecrow Steve says it is.
He's no Scarecrow.
Sure he is.
Uh-oh, I think I woke the neighbors.
Look, Pizza Head, you'll be perfectly safe in there.
Okay.
Relax, the Goosebumps guys just want you for dinner. See you in the next lifetime. Now you can collect one of 3 ghoulish Goosebumps Glow and Tell story card sets when you buy a Pizza Hut Kids Pack.
If you're stuck inside and you can't get out, but you feel like being free, grab a witch and make a switch and see what you can be. That's Halloween, witch magic Halloween. Halloween, witch magic Halloween. Halloween, witch magic Halloween. Halloween, Halloween, witch magic Halloween.
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call?
Hello, boys and ghouls. This is the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. So you haven't given up on watching the Loud House Critic's reviews. I'm so glad you all are having fun, because we only have 11 days left until the big holiday comes, and y'all know exactly where we're going with. So about what I did last week, I decided to do another ghost episode. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are probably wondering, where the hell am I? Well, I've been practicing this invisibility technology, using a chrome key to actually make me disappear when I'm actually putting on a green or blue suit, to make it look like I disappear, like I'm invisible. Chrome key off. Can you see me now? Okay, fine. Now let's get on with the show. Arggh, you for real? Yes, this is from the season 2. It's the 31st episode, and above all, the 83rd episode. So when hearing the title of this episode, I did not exactly know what to expect from it. But when I watched it, I pretty much enjoyed it, and it's kind of reasonable the same way how I felt when I was a kid. Not one of my favorites, but there's something great I actually like about this. Oh, and I'm also joined by a very special guest who has been around since season 2 and has offered me a voice acting role for a Lego Ninjago series that he's putting together. And he has been showing a lot of good support, not just to me, but to everybody else on this channel. You may not know him, but at least you might have got a glimpse of him in my family bonding review. Please welcome to the stage, help Finley save Scrappy-Doo.
What's up, people of YouTube? F-Man Critic with the Loud House Critic. It's a pleasure to be on the show, dude. I mean, seriously, it has been a dream even to be a guest star on someone else's show. Now I know how the people who get invited to Oprah or Ellen feel.
So what are we waiting for? Let's get on with the ghost hunt.
Is there something weird and it don't look good? Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I'm not afraid of any ghost or goblin that might crawl upon me. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I am not afraid of any ghost or goblin. I am not afraid of no ghost. Welcome back to Arggh. I'm Hunter Spectre, and we're at a haunted salon in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh my god.
Tracking the ghost of Armando the hairdresser. Wait a minute. I'm picking up something on my Arggh ghost detector.
I didn't even know it did that.
My ears.
Who am I to talk to? Then definitely an APX shift. Yes,
I mean, for sure.
There he is! Now to trap him in my ghost containment device. Ugh! Does anyone sweep this floor? Survey says...
Okay, that's enough.
That's the problem with the world today. People are lazy.
He's on the run!
Is everything a joke to you?
Just your mama. No, actually, I think the world of your mom.
I'm sorry. That just hit me funny.
I'm gonna have to improvise. Back, punchy hairdresser! Got him! By a hair! Ha ha!
That was fucking magic.
That felt smooth. That felt really smooth.
So in the pocket.
That was amazing! I know! I thought he was a goner. When that chair spun around, I peed a little. I'm gonna write my weekly fan letter to Hunter right now, while I'm still excited. You are so disgusting!
Seriously, Clyde?
You're still wearing a diaper at night, aren't you, McBride?
Don't forget to tune in next week for more of Arggh's tour of the 25 most haunted places in America. We'll be visiting a spooky groundskeeper's house at a cemetery in Royal Woods, Michigan.
I cannot believe how almost close I am to Royal Woods, or Royal Oak for that matter.
Did he just say Royal Woods, Michigan? No, I peed a little.
Seriously, Lincoln?
Seriously, Lincoln, are you really going backwards in puberty? Do you two need to start wearing diapers again?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cock your head to the side and said I'm angry.
This is it, Clyde. You ready to watch Hunter Spectre in action? I was born ready, Lincoln.
Shoot, you know what I was born to be?
Born to be wild. Wow. Born to be wild. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, actually, I was born a month early, so I wasn't ready for much of anything.
Well, I don't think Clyde's adopted. I think Clyde was a surrogate. Like, I always thought, like, his dads wanted a baby, so they asked a woman to be their surrogate, and that surrogate mother is Clyde's actual mum, you know? That was always my guess, personally.
That could be a logic explanation about his birth, but somewhat, I still actually believe Clyde is actually adopted. Because honestly, we did get to see a flashback with Howard and Howard having a picnic in one episode of season 6, and Clyde wasn't even there at the time, nor of him being a baby. Shoot, they were college buddies until then they decided to become this gay couple. Then suddenly they had to adopt Clyde from an orphanage. I can tell you right now, Clyde did not just come out of fucking thin air. And again, there should be a solo episode that focuses on Clyde. Shit, they already fucked up the backstory of Lincoln and Not Allowed. Let's hope they don't fuck this shit up with Clyde.
Whoa, who knew there were this many Arggh fans?
Wow, you just didn't happen to know that something like this actually happened before in Call of Duty?
Okay, Arggh cadets, this is it. I'm going in. But don't worry, you'll be able to watch all the paranormal action on this screen. So, until we meet again, cadets.
Wait a minute, look at one of those signs.
I'm afraid of no ghosts, baby. I'm afraid of no ghosts. I'm a ghostbuster.
And is it just me, or do I see 2 of Luna's band members here?
Sweet, right, Clyde? We have a great view of the screen. Totally. It almost makes me forget about my fear of heights. Almost.
Fuck, how many times are we actually gonna keep having this shit go on with Clyde's life? He's afraid of heights, he's not afraid of heights anymore, and now he's afraid of heights again. Seriously, come on people, make your fucking minds up.
Gah! I landed on my official Arggh ghost handcuffs.
Fuck you carry handcuffs around for? This ain't fucking police business. We simply gotta tell the ghost, you have the right to remain silent. Wait a minute, why the fuck did I just say that? There are most ghosts that are actually silent. Sometimes I think there's something wrong with this boy.
Seriously, if Clyde paid for those handcuffs, which I bet he did, it's clear that he got screwed.
Hey, you two, no lying down on the job. Set your walkies to channel 4 and get your butts in that house. We're about to start shooting.
No, ma'am. We don't work for Arggh, because you know what they say. When you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
And guess where that's gonna end up once you enter high school? Something's gonna trigger your brain into doing or looking at someone who might turn you on.
No, none of that. None of that.
That's why they call it hormones. Let's just get inside the haunted house.
Lincoln, did you see that? I gotta get that tissue for my scrapbook.
Shit, McBride, you disgust me. I don't understand why you have to put a fucking pizza in your scrapbook that Lori actually gave you, and now you want a fucking tissue in your fucking scrapbook? Daisy, your dads must have been smoking since they were 15. But at least Clyde doesn't turn out to be gay.
Hey, what are you two doofuses doing? Get over to your position and do not miss your cue.
You know, lady, you're such a real treat. Why don't you end up having a job as a babysitter? Wait, why do Timmy's parents keep hiring Vicky again and again?
Hey, who the hell cares?
Yeah, calm down. Take a chill pill, lady. I get it. You're filming a show, but still, you don't have to be angry. You don't have to be a jerk about it. Like when I get voice actors for my Ninjago and Nixon Night show, I'm not going to be a jerk to them about it. I will be calm and patient to them because, again, the people I'll be hiring will be also my friends.
Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set.
Hey!
Shut up! Dick cock motherfucker. And action.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you want to?
Sorry. I'll let you.
Next time.
They roll up to my house, they knocking at my door, they come and bustin' in, kill all them ghosts.
On this special episode of Arggh, we're going to be hunting for the ghost of groundskeeper Jim. Locals say you can still hear him some nights dragging his shovel around the empty house.
I just want to say I'm so sorry that if I'm not speaking so much at these parts because there's some scenes of this episode I actually want to enjoy. Like in Lights, Camera, Nuclear Reaction, Kings of the Con, hated to say that, and even a great sequence in Present Danger. Let's see what happens from here.
It's a sign! He's in the house!
Hey man, quit playing with the lights. Hunter's trying to catch a ghost.
Shh. Where the fuck did they dig this lady up from? The worst side of California?
Hey, Billy
This for one everywhere. Darn it, I just got a new baboon liver.
Fucking Russians. Goddamn communists.
This will help me keep track of the ghost's exact location. He's right there! Aha! Gotcha cornered, groundskeeper Jim!
Got your stick? Oh!
Okay, power up.
Fire the gelatin! Fire! Fire!
Shit, she sounds like Mr. Ridgefield when she said, fire, fire! Fired, fired, fired!
Fire!
Ectoplasm!
He slimed me.
That's great! Actual physical contact! Can you move?
Shockingly strong! Take this!
Maybe now you'll never slime a guy with a positron collider, huh?
Got him! Sorry, Jim, you're grounded.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. Did you see it? What is it? We got it!
And cut! Great job, everyone.
Nice work with the gelatin, guys. I didn't think you'd hit me in the face, but I went with it. Made the scene even more believable.
Here's where the sad truth comes out. Whatever you see on television, it's not really real. Unless it's shows like Dave Chappelle, The Masked Singer, you know, those kind of shows that don't look nothing like Full House.
I can't believe Hunter's a fake. Think about all the time we wasted watching 5 seasons of Arggh. I could have learned to play the banjo.
There's a bit of history that Chris Savino was actually going to install in this episode, but who the hell cares?
Huh. Lincoln playing the banjo. Yeah, I can see that.
Clyde, you're kind of quiet back there. Lincoln, I just don't want to talk about it right now.
I understand Clyde's pain.
I'm sorry I gotta keep bringing this song up to you people. Every time when someone says something like that.
Lincoln, I just don't want to talk about it.
No, 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 no. We don't talk about you, no.
Delete, 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 delete.
Delete, 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 delete. I'm sorry, the way he's saying delete in that kind of way, it sounds like a catchy song, like this.
I develop new employee plans all of the time.
What are you doing, big brother?
Getting rid of all my recorded episodes of Arggh.
Ooh, goody! More room for my show about plastic surgery's gone wrong.
You heartless SOB!
Shit, Lola, you think it'd be much easier for you to watch a YouTube channel called They Will Kill You? Here's a video for you about that.
Oh, damn. She's not playing around.
Lincoln, come in, Lincoln.
Clyde, you sound old.
Survey says...
That's Sandy, the third little pig. You call that a little pig?
I heard that, Buster.
Yeah, watch it, jackass.
Lincoln, you dipstick, why would Clyde's testicles be dropping too soon? It's way too early for this season. Turns out it's Clyde's dad, and Lincoln makes his way over to the McBride's house.
Whoa! A brick house!
Jesus, throw that on the pile of jokes I did not fully understand as a 6-year-old.
He's been throwing out his favorite possessions. He said something about them all being fake. At least I think that's what he said. It was hard to hear over Howard's crying.
Well, can you blame me? It's not just his things. He said he doesn't believe in birthday wishes, magicians, or leprechauns anymore.
Seriously, when did this gay fuckstick ever start turning into Homer Simpson now?
Lisa, vampires are make-believe, just like elves, gremlins, and Eskimos.
What a moron. Eskimos are real, you dumbass.
All the things that make our little guy so special. Oh.
Personally, I can relate. I mean, for example, when I found out when the Tooth Fairy wasn't real...
There's no Tooth Fairy?
Well, I too was a little bit sad, and you know, I started to believe, well, what else wasn't real? Well, was Slender Man not real? Well, was God not real? Was Chuck Norris not real? Oh, but eventually I did realize what was real and what's not, and I did learn to cope. And did not be such a downer about it, actually. And Clyde should do the same.
Clyde, look, I know you're upset about Hunter, but... I'm not upset. I'm grateful. He opened my eyes to what a chump I've been. I mean, if he's a fake, everything else must be fake, too.
Oh yeah? You couldn't tell how fake Power Rangers was when you first started watching it? Then again, when I was a young little boy, I thought everything in the Goosebumps television show was real. And I don't know if anybody else out there can actually sleep peacefully after watching a scary movie at night. I sure as hell can.
Your Operation Desert Storm commemorative plates? Psh, that show's gotta be rigged. No one could really caramelize 100 creme brulees in 5 minutes. Or anti-alien abduction helmets? Aliens. There's no such thing.
Ha! Why don't you be sure to tell that to your friend Zach in the future? And I am so glad that those are not my parents. Hell, I'm just a cartoon character being a critic.
Clyde, you don't have to give up on everything you've ever believed in. Oh, but I do, Lincoln. I do. Clyde, that was your clock radio. Ah.
Survey says...
Oh, I'm so exhausted. I've done nothing all day. Oh, my goodness. The house is a mess. Fred will be home any second. What should I do? Absolutely nothing.
That fucking look on his face fucking kills me every single time when I see that. Cause the look Lincoln's giving, it's like he's thinking in his head saying, "Sweet mother of God." Shit, when are we gonna get the next episode of Hell of a Boss?
I know still being married isn't a big enough occasion, but to be fair, it's no picnic being married to a boring stiff like Stolas.
You cunt! So Lincoln, being the man with a plan, decides to pay the ghost hunter a little visit. Oh, this ought to be fucking interesting.
Hunter Spector, if that's really your name.
I already told you guys, payday is Wednesday.
I'm not on your crew. I'm a fan. Well, I was until I saw what really happens on your show.
Oh.
What was that? Did you suddenly finally realize you made a mistake? You know, Hunter's design kind of almost closely resembles to Lynn Sr., which I wouldn't be too surprised if these two were actually related. But somewhere, we don't even see this guy again. Hell, I never seen him in an episode of season 6, yet.
I can handle it, but my friend Clyde is crushed.
Cower as I crush you!
He was your biggest fan. He wrote you a letter every week.
Wait, that Clyde? He's the only fan who noticed when I switched to an all-cotton jumpsuit.
Oh, speaking about that, of Clyde sending letters, if anybody is living around in Michigan or if you go to any Comic-Cons, this November, I will be at the Grand Rapids Comic-Con Sunday the 13th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you want to meet and greet me, get a selfie with me, or have me sign an autograph for you. And you can also meet some other famous celebrities here, like all the actors who played Jason Voorhees in the Friday the 13th film. Colleen O, who actually was the voice of Tails in Sonic the Hedgehog, as Tails. Jeff Daniel Phillips from the Munsters, Austin St. John from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show. Hell, there's even some of the voice actors from the X-Men series, the animated show that is, and of course, Grey Griffin. But anyway, here's Hunter's excuse of why he wanted to do this show in the first place.
Oh, I feel terrible. I didn't get into this business to trick kids. I wanted to hunt ghosts.
Then why don't you?
Oh, it's TV. We have a schedule. And if we can't find ghosts, we have to fake it.
Huh. Well, it was Hunter in the majority of the Loud House movie, Season 5, and Season 6. I tell you what.
That doesn't really sound too bad to actually fake something. They do it with Stranger Things. They do it with Supernatural. They do it with Law & Order, they do it with Criminal Minds. So really, even if it's fake, I can still actually enjoy the shows because I love the sense of nostalgic.
It just struck me, you know how like you have memories and you like quote things and you've been doing it for so long you kind of forget what the quote is actually from? I have thought to myself, out among the wolves, all by ourselves, like when I've like gone out like jogging by myself.
Yeah, well now Clyde thinks everything he ever loved is fake.
I wish I could undo that, but I don't know how. We all know there's not a real ghost here.
Or is there?
This better be good.
Now, Clyde, you'll have to wait an hour after eating to go swimming. You'll get cramps.
That's just a myth, Dad. I suppose next you'll tell me if I make this face, it could freeze that way. What a load.
You're such a slave driver! Why do you push me so hard?
That's it. I'm calling Dr. Lopez.
Howard, no. She needs this vacation. She and Robin are trying to make it work.
Don't you think that might have been a little harsh?
Okay, I know he's depressed about finding out that Hunter wasn't a real ghost hunter, but he doesn't have to be a dick to his dads about it.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to like this kid already. And I'm really starting to pick up some vibes that this episode is kind of centered on Clyde. But I'll talk more about this in the afterlife. But as Lincoln actually phone calls Clyde and tells him that there's actually a real ghost in sight, Clyde seems not to believe this due to how frictional television shows can be. But Lincoln is pretty much convincing not to lie to his friend. And Clyde decides to come.
Hello? I've been waiting for you, Ray.
Hello?
Oh, my faithful crew guys. Thanks for coming back. There's a real ghost in here.
We're not your crew guys, and why should we believe anything you say?
That's no way to talk to the adults.
'Cause my cherry soda just disappeared and everyone knows groundskeeper Jim loved cherry soda.
Wow, I never expect almost everybody in this universe to actually love cherry soda. Now that I think about it, I wonder what cherry Coke actually tastes like. I've never tried that. 'Cause all I've been drinking is Pepsi and regular Coke. Even when I'm at AMC, I've never actually mixed a Coke with cherry before.
Personally, I'm more of a bubblegum soda kind of guy myself. Loud House Critic.
Oh, yum-de-dum! Wow, you're really going for it. That seemed pretty real.
You mean as real as a ghost actually flying up Lori's anal passage? Or did that ghost manage to fly itself up in her somewhere else down below? 'Cause there sure is more than one hole.
Groundskeeper Jim's shovel.
Uh-huh.
What is it with all these characters doing that uh-huh every fucking time? It's just so fucking hilarious, especially when I heard it from Rita.
Uh-huh. Cherry? It is him!
You will die too when it happens to you.
Big finish.
What do you say, guys? Should we catch him?
Like Ghostbusters, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
If it's something strange in Royal Woods, who you gonna call? Clink and McCloud. You got something weird and it don't look good. Who you gonna call? Clink and McCloud. Sorry, I always wanted to do that. Now that I necessarily think about it, why weren't they in the episode Haunted House Call? I mean, they were great enough in Ghost, but bringing a ghost back just to help Fairway University cheat? That's pretty much of a rat bastard move. It's like these people don't even try their best at Fairway University like Lori does.
He's over there!
I got this! Little help?
Ray, this looks extraordinarily bad.
Oh no.
What?
He's in there!
He's in there.
What the are you doing, man?
If he's still in there, he ain't happy.
That was excruciating to watch.
Follow my lead. No!
I looked at the trap, Ray.
Bring your screens off as soon as I close the trap. Get ready. I'm closing it. Now!
We got him! Yeah! Incredible! That was amazing, Hunter! I'm going home to write you another fan letter right now! I believe!
I believe in Candyman!
I feel bad lying to Clyde, but I'm glad he believes again.
This paint can shaker really did the trick.
And the fishing line on the door was perfect.
And that spring behind the picture frame worked like a charm.
I am so ready for Halloween, because all those special effects that they're actually showing in this episode are the ones I actually have at home too. I've got about 98 different costumes, so many makeup and special effects, and so much gallons of fake bloods I have. And speaking of that, I think I'm gonna go check out that haunted house attraction this weekend.
And that was a nice touch with the flying soda can. I didn't know you were gonna do that.
Yes, and wait, I thought you did that.
No.
Now I know where Lisa actually got that from.
No.
You really want to die, small fry. Okay, all joking aside, may Pat Carroll rest in peace.
Holy shit, a ghost!
That ghost was freaking real? How the hell with it. At least it didn't drag on like a bunch of other ghost episodes did.
You know, why do I have a strange feeling that was to foreshadow what was going to be happening in the future seasons and a certain movie that was going to come out?
Now that I think about it, I might change my perspective opinion on Haunted House Call during another one of my Q&As. Let's get to the McBride's house so we can wrap the show up.
Hey, Arggh cadets! We're here at a haunted tugboat in Milwaukee, where locals say some nights you can see the ghost of Captain Jack swabbing the deck.
Shit, now you guys are gonna push Pirates of the Caribbean in this universe?
Son of a bitch!
Oh my god, Jack Sparrow's in this universe? Damn.
Hey guys, got your little snack.
Served on Clyde's Operation Desert Storm commemorative plates.
Thanks, Dads. But we're going swimming right after this show, so we should probably wait an hour.
No worries.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Come on, you guys know the 2 words.
Hakuna Matata. Yay! Oh, our son is back. Howie, don't make that face. It'll freeze that way.
I love Clyde's dads. They crack me up.
If you ask me, that's kind of fucking scaring me. Speaking of, another cursed image of the Loud House added to the library.
Survey says...
What the fuck?
Dad!
What the hell was that?
So this has been Arggh for real. Okay, for an episode like this, I really liked this one, and I thought it was funny, and it had a really interesting plot. For me being a big fan of Ghostbusters, I wasn't expecting an episode like this one to actually show up in the Loud House. Maybe because it was first introduced during the very first episode in season 1, and that episode had a really good start for the show and the season. With this episode, we actually get to see this ghost-busting channel, especially when Lincoln and Clyde actually find out that the actual show was actually fake the whole entire time. And this one really got me interested into seeing what was going to happen next, because in real life, some ghost hunting shows are actually fake. Don't think that is a bad thing. I'm not saying all of them, but you can't deny about some being fake, especially how they do them in the movies. And I really certainly believe that this is actually a Clyde McBride episode, because most of the time it's about around him being upset with all the lies that he actually thought that he believed what he saw on television. He's more big of an Arggh fan than Lincoln is. He was sending all that fan mail to actually his favorite idol. He really had so much good moments in this episode, especially with his dads. And I also really like Hunter in this episode. And at one point when Lincoln actually confronts him, somewhat, I kind of knew that Hunter would actually be upset and sad to reveal that he actually lied about this, but he really gave a good damn reason about why he did it. As some of you people can't even tell, as other people can actually tell, because he and the crew are actually on a tight schedule and he doesn't have enough time to actually find ghosts. That's kind of like how we YouTube reviewers do it. We're pretty much on a tight schedule and I have to overlap each review every week. Let's take that you guys actually saw the episode in a nick of time and you guys actually watched the final ending to the credits until you realize that next week's review is going to be Dad Reputation. And at that point, I was actually working on Dance Dance Resolution. I want you guys to remember this bit, because in the future, I'm not going to repeat myself again every time when someone says, do this episode next, right after this episode. That's not how it works. But anyways, if I had one nitpick with this episode, it would have to be the message of this episode. It just didn't feel too realistic with Clyde's reactions. What I mean is that even if something is fake, you can actually still really enjoy it. I know Goosebumps is actually fake, but I can still enjoy it, especially when I grew up reading the books and seeing the episodes. I just think the message should have been handled so much better with this one. But it's still a hell of a good episode. Oh, and if you thought my nitpick was about the ghost at the very end of this episode, I'm just gonna say it right now. It is the cherry on top. I say that because even when Hunter and Lincoln actually set up an actual ghost hunt for Clyde to actually believe again, somewhat they didn't even notice that they actually caught a real ghost or even planned it. That was handled nicely. It looked more realistic, it didn't look too cartoony like you would see haunted house calls, or bland like the Loud House movie. Because at the very end, when they caught a real ghost, it made me go, wow, and nothing else. Like, it just made me say, okay, I'll accept that. And then they decided to move on to the next scene. At least it didn't drag on from the very beginning in the first act. So it's pretty much an enjoyable episode to watch in this time of the month. All right, family, let's see what you got to see about Arggh for real.
I understand where Clyde was coming from. He was sad about finding out Hunter wasn't real. You're thinking everything was phony. But I've been there, man. I've been in his shoes. I know exactly what he was going through, you know what I mean? And I did think it was very, very sweet when Lincoln and Hunter came together and they decided to, you know, get Clyde to start believing it again. I mean, for me personally, when I started believing again, I was a little depressed at first. But after a while, I realized Tooth Fairy isn't real. But that doesn't mean those other things might not have been real. Oh, and you know what? But I do believe, like Clyde, I do believe. One minor setback isn't going to make me not believe in them. So, you know what? I believe in Santa Claus. I believe in Slender Man. I believe in Chuck freaking Norris. Yes, and if anyone else doesn't believe, oh well. Oh, all I'm saying is this episode was great. Loved the message, and you know, it was really, really nice. Really nice foreshadowing of how horrible the series was going to come to be in the future.
I really like that opinion of yours. And I hope you really enjoyed being on the show with me. It was real nice for you to hang around with me again ever since family bonding. And of course, we already know you're already part of the Loud House Critic group. And I hope you'll still be around for the finale when the show actually ends.
It was awesome being on the show with you, dude.
This has been the Loud House Critic. And next week is going to be a huge hit before Halloween Day.
Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween. When ghosts and goblins by the score, ring the bell on your front door. Stingy or your nightmares will come true.